darling. Hi. Welcome or welcome back. So you Light and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. I hope that you're feeling fantastic. Happy Taco Tuesday on my channel. We're going to see who wants to talk to you. I'm going to get an overview of this person's energy with the Sacred Symbols Oracle. And the same with your energy. I'm going to see what's going on with you, and then I'll get tarot to figure out how you would know this person, your history with this person. It's a kind of deep dive, so I read a little bit differently, I guess. Not too different, but just a little bit different. But I like my process. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for being here and allowing me to do what I do. Let's jump into it. I'm going to clear for you. Clearing. And let's jump on in. I think I'm going to start with your energy, actually, your overview. Figure out what's going on with you, and maybe that'll give us a peek as to why this person might want to talk to you, okay? Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to flow through me for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you for being here. I do have an alarm set that will go off mid-reading, so I'll have to pause this and do something real quick at that time, just so that you're not startled when that happens. Okay, Spirit, tell me what's going on with my darling, what's going on in their energy, in their life right now that you want them to be aware of with this Moonology Oracle deck. What is going on for my darling? Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Oh, you know what? I just noticed that my little microphone from my phone stand is in the way. Excuse me. Is that out of the way? There we go. Okay. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. It's a beautiful card. And then we have take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Is there anything else that wants to come out? Step out of your comfort zone. North node. Okay, so I feel like whoever I'm reading for right now or recently or possibly coming up, maybe you have this energy right now to close out a cycle in your life. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Oh, this could have popped up around the full moon in Capricorn. We just had double of those back to back, and now we're heading into the full moon in Aquarius coming up. So I feel like there has been a long-standing cycle, possibly the last, we'll say the last 5 to 15 years, something that's been, if it's not with this person, then it's a cycle of habit, you know, a cycle of belief, a cycle of just something that is very grounded in your life, a way of thinking, feeling that you are closing out, okay? And I feel like you either have been, are, or will be coming up, considering this right now, closing out a very hard cycle in your life. This is a step out of your comfort zone, because I feel part of you believes that if you walk away from something, or if you step into a different frequency, or you move forward and you don't wait, you don't stagnate, there's been part of you that has held on to this belief that you will miss out on it. And I feel like you're no longer, I feel like you're sort of reflecting on this thought, on this belief, and you're like, but I've been stagnant even giving the benefit of the doubt here. So I feel like you're really processing some attachment issues to this idea, to this person possibly, to this situation. It could even be a job or something. And you are deciding, you know what? I need to release my anxiety, my anxiousness, my worry about it, and I need to believe that I'm worthy of good things. I need to believe that I'm worthy of a better outcome, even if that's somewhere else, with someone else, something else, some other belief. Okay, this doesn't even have, it could be spiritual. This could be about religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs, or just an assigned story that we have given ourselves, right? An identity that we have given ourselves that we are now stepping out of. You'll have to tell me how this fits for you. You don't have to. But I always love hearing everyone's story. I don't get to comments very fast, but I do read them, and I love every single one of you. I'm just kind of an introvert, and I'm working on my own trauma with friendships and connections myself, so this has been something I'm working through as well. But yeah, I feel like you're at a very critical, pivotal point in your thought process and your emotions that might be leaving something behind that's been long-standing. Could have to do with this person. We'll find out in just a minute. I'm going to see what their energy is, okay? Okay, Spirit, tell me about this person and the energy that they are in regards to how or why they would be wanting to talk to darling right now. I feel like this urgency to speak as well. It's not just like oh, it'd be nice to talk to them. I'm feeling an urgency. So we'll see. I'm not sure. That's just intuitive energy that I'm feeling right now. An urgency to speak. Okay. What's going on in this person's life and why they want to talk to my darling here, and then we'll figure out who this is, okay? Their characteristics, all that. Because it's taking so long to get these cards out, I feel like someone feels lost. Power. Someone feels like they've lost their power. Something about a power struggle with, I mean, that full moon in Capricorn, that can kind of be, yeah, divinity. It's like someone around you, possibly, I'm gonna take it two directions here because I don't believe that everyone has such extreme views, but this could be a very difficult person to deal with. They could sort of have a God complex about the power that they hold over you in some way, or desiring power over you. There's something here about just like, yeah, I'm getting sort of like it could be an egomaniac. Now, I'm not going to necessarily go that way, but with the urgency, it almost feels like a frantic, like trying to grasp at remaining in control here. Okay, we've got stormy on the bottom. Yeah, it's not been a good time. Now, the other side of this, okay, that could be the catalyst for why they want to talk to you, right? Is trying to regain control, trying to regain the upper hand here, trying not to lose their grips on you, you know, in some way. This could also be a boss figure or someone who just like, ooh, I almost got like someone's gonna talk about the NDA agreement that you signed. Interesting. I'm not sure. That's weird. But someone feels frantic about it, okay? Now, on a personal development level, that could be ego speaking, but this could also be a necessary, they might be going through this and need help on how to progress forward. I'm going to see the light and the dark in both sides. I'm not just going to like demonize this person. The initial energy is franticness and ego urgency, but I do believe with divinity here, it's not like this is meant to destroy you or destroy them. It's like this is necessary on their path for their own personal and spiritual development, and possibly your own as well. Okay, let's get into it. They are going through it though with the storm here, storminess. Yeah. Okay, let's see who this person is. How would darling know who this is? Give me some characteristics for how darling would recognize this person and their dynamic before we get into what they want to talk to you about. I was told to actually look at your feelings about, or your energy towards this person and your situation first before I identify who this is, because it's almost like the way you perceive this person is actually what's going to tell you more about who this person is. I'm not sure why that's sticking out. I'm not sure if there's a false perception or if there's just been like, you know what I mean? It's almost like you perceive people through your own lens of your own reality, right? So it's important that I tell you how you perceive this person, okay? And then I'll get like their actual, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna listen to my guidance. Here we go. Okay, tell me how darling is perceiving this person and where they're at in this connection with this person. 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands. This is someone that you could have lived with at one point, or someone that you really felt like you would have stood up and done anything for this person's happiness, for their well-being. You wanted something stable here. There's that alarm. Just a second. Okay. Okay, I apologize. Thank you. So this is someone that you would have really done anything for. Okay. I feel like you saw yourself being happily connected with them. You saw them as part of your tribe, your community here with the Four of Wands and Seven of Wands. A lot of passion here, a lot of determination on your end. I do feel like this person is drawn inward, right? It's almost like you kept trying to look for the bright future ahead, right? Kept trying to look towards, okay, we can get into a place of harmony. We can get into a place of comfort, of feeling at home in each other's presence. We can get there, right? This can become normal. But at the same time, it's almost like that required you to sort of ignore a lot of red flags I'm getting. I'm sort of getting that all of these other wands are this person's behavior. They're trying to take over your mental power, like your emotional power. It required you to sort of like ignore a lot of issues in order to maintain this view of the ideal situation with this person. Okay. Now at this point, this could have been a past energy where you were ignoring red flags, and now you are just completely ignoring this person in general, and you're just, focused on your ultimate happiness. But I do feel like at one point you really prioritized ignoring any difficulties from this person, just trying to make it a happy home, just trying to be a peacekeeper. Okay. The star, this could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with, or you could be an Aquarius, or this is something that is coming up and you might recognize this story to be true around the full moon in Aquarius that's coming up. Okay. It doesn't have to be. The wheel though, change. Okay. It's been a long time coming, this change here. This feels like a long karmic cycle in your life. It's taken a lot out of you. You have a lot of hopes and a lot of wishes for this, but you feel like basically it's going to take a lucky break for something here. Yeah, this has not been easy for you with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. I do feel like with this also, it's kind of reiterating that message from the beginning where I was saying that you essentially might be finally looking at closing out a cycle here, right? Sort of putting down, I just heard the wishing goggles, and I don't think that's what that is, but okay, you're putting down the wishing goggles and just sort of taking a chance at moving beyond the situation to a better outcome here, right? And I say that because of the Knight of Swords underneath that Five of Pentacles. It's like, you might be like, look, is this really in your best interest? Is this really as good as it gets for you? Like, if something's only as good as you pretend it to be, is that fair? I'm also hearing, I can't remember this person's name. I'm so sorry. He's an excellent poet. And he said something about unconditional love does not mean unconditional relationship. And you can love someone unconditionally, but that doesn't mean that you should be in a relationship unconditionally with someone who does not also participate. Okay? There could be that where you're sort of disintegrating this idea of, if I love this person unconditionally and if I want peace with this person unconditionally, then I have to have zero needs, zero boundaries, and accept bare minimum, tolerate all the red flags, not have standards, not say anything. Like, the two and two don't coincide, and a relationship requires both people to invest in the other. Love unconditionally does not mean a relationship unconditionally. And I feel like you might be coming to that epiphany, right? That you're not cruel. That you're not cruel. Okay, let's get into this person. Okay, so I was already shuffling this before I got into your energy about this connection, and at the bottom we have the Sun. So Leo season, which is right now, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 4 of Swords. Here's the deal. 9 of Pentacles, Empress. Whew. This is all underneath, but I feel like right now, I will say this is an amazing card. It's the best card in the deck. Okay. However, it is a child. And I'm sort of getting that, like, this person's state of happiness relied on a sort of immature energy on their part, right? I'm not sure what that's about, but it feels very self-serving, right? It feels very self-serving, especially with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like this person hasn't really been looking out for anyone else. It's just been all about them, feeling like they need to be taken care of, especially with this Empress. Like, we have this child energy, you know, and then the Empress. These are the two major arcanas that just popped out under the bottom of the deck here. So I feel like this person's happiness has been all about, like, feeling like they're the center of attention. They're the priority. The world revolves around them, like they are the sun, right? And the power that they feel having someone like you, someone as established, someone as well-meaning and nurturing, basically catering to them. Okay. I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to shuffle and not just look at the bottom of the deck, but I put that in all wrong. It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, tell me about this person and their qualities. Who is this? How would Darling know who this person is? And how has this person shown up? Seven of Swords. Yeah, I'm telling you. Lies, trickery, thievery, very suspicious. You never knew if you could trust what this person is saying or thinking. It's almost like they were very confusing. On the one hand, it's like things could be going really well, and then out of nowhere, the entire direction of energy just flip-flopped, you know. Yeah, you couldn't trust this person's energy. You can't trust what they say. You can't trust what they think. It was very confusing, very smoke and mirrors. Okay, Seven of Swords. So this person, not forthcoming, very self-serving. Justice. Like, literally, this person will do whatever they need to get away with things, okay? Libra energy, it could be a Libra, it doesn't have to be. But this person just like they like breaking the law, they like breaking the rules, they like rebelling. A very rebellious person, rebellious against what is good for everyone. Libra is not just about self. Libra is, you know, like a judge in the court system, so thinking about the goodness of humanity, the goodness of all. And this person has been like, I don't really care about everyone. It's every man for himself. Okay. How else would Darling know who this person is? Page of Wands, immature. Yeah. They basically just live on a whim. This is why you couldn't trust anything that they say, do, or think, because they have no convictions. They have only impulses. They follow their impulses. They don't lead with a sense of conviction. They don't lead with a sense of integrity. That doesn't matter. They just do what feels good and right for them in the meantime, right? In the moment. I'm stumbling. King of Pentacles, Hierophant, the Emperor. Wow. Okay. Notice all the power cards coming out here. Do you see all these power cards coming out here? I had that like that, yeah. This person, they are on a path of trying to feel empowered, trying to feel in charge, like they have control, okay? They want to know it. They want to feel it. They want to breathe it. But at the same time, someone who has no convictions, who has no morals, and just only lives by their own whims, it's a distorted power. What's really bizarre is none of those came out reversed, but the Seven of Swords being the first card out here is very, what is that word? Indicative? I don't know. I don't feel like that was the right word. Yeah, look at this. This person is not interested in the good for all. Like, they haven't been, at least. They haven't been. It's been a power thing. This person's like, yeah, I'll invest whenever I know that it's absolutely everything I want. When I know I'm going to be taken care of. So this person has, like, I'm looking at how critical this person's face is. I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well, but the look on their face is very judgmental. It's like a side eye. So it's almost like this person, this power struggle that they have, This lust for power, this lust for empowerment, feeling like they are the one in control. They're the one calling the shots. They are the God, like God complex here. It's hella God complex here. It's like, I'm getting that they just look at everyone in their community, instead of it being like, hey, we can mutually give here and build something great, build a great community, build a great work environment, build a great connection, a family system, a stable home. Instead of looking at it like that, they just sort of like look at everyone, and they have such a critical, judgmental eye about how much they're doing and how much they require of them. Does that make sense? Like, I'm getting a power struggle. And the thing is, I will say, I do feel like it's childhood wounding or some sort of attachment style issue with the Nine of Swords. Okay, I don't know if they're afraid to let people in, afraid to believe the best because of something that happened in their life. But either way, double nines there. This person is very self-focused. So, the dark side, God complex, control freak, judgmental, harsh critic. No one ever meets the mark. No one's worthy of their time, energy, investment. No one's worthy of their consideration. The light side is that it's not fueled out of spite. It's fueled out of pain. And that is something that could be healed. And I'm not trying to like inject hope or fuzziness on this person. That's not how I read. It's not how I read in my long form videos. Yeah. Let's see what this person wants to talk to you about. Okay. What does this person want to talk to my darling about? I just saw 11:55 on the timer. I feel like appearances are really important to this person. Materialism specifically. And it's like they want everyone to believe that they are superior in some way, shape, or form. Materialistically, like it's giving elitist almost. Okay, what does this person want to talk to my darling about? Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands. Is that the Tower on bottom? What do they want to talk to darling about? Got the Three of Swords on bottom. Okay, King of Swords, the Fool, the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles. Three of Swords on bottom, the Hermit, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Okay, there's a reason why I was feeling like I needed to see not just the shadow aspect of this person. That doesn't mean anything for you necessarily. You have your own free will here, and if you decide that it's been too much for you, I absolutely honor and respect that. I'm still going to read this objectively. Right now, where this person's at, like I said, the deterioration of God complex and an egomaniac is looking for answers. Okay? Looking for answers. Figuring out if this lifestyle that I have, if the way I navigate, if the way that I run, right? The way that I just want to control and I don't give anything and I barely I breadcrumb. I'm not a team player. I'm just self-focused. If that was actually good for me, then why do I feel isolated? Why do I feel misunderstood? Why do I feel like I'm not living up to my potential? Why haven't I actually become a version of myself, right? That's happy. Why am I always hurt? Why am I always like, there's this clash of awareness, right? So I feel like the reason this person wants to talk to you is because for a long time they have been ignoring, like I'm looking at how this King of Swords card here has their back turned to this Knight of Wands energy that's headed towards them, right? They have been ignoring the fact that they are so flighty. Ooh, strength there too, Leo energy. They've been ignoring it, okay? It's like they want to talk because they're like, why do I keep coming up with reasons why something new or something different or new opportunities or just taking leaps of faith or just running is the best case scenario for me? Like, this person is, they might be realizing that they're a runner with that King of Swords there. And it's like they're starting to piece together, like, there's nothing really concrete and stable in their life because they haven't been willing to take the time and energy to actually nurture their environment, their soul, their connections in a way that isn't just looking for instant gratification. Okay? This is something that they're coming online to. That's interesting. They're coming online to. Maybe they've been doing a lot of research online as to why they are the way that they are. Maybe they've found something, or they stumbled across something, a video or something where they were just like, damn, that feels like me. You know, like, that feels like me. And I don't necessarily like that feels like me. I thought that I was doing things, you know, as a boss, you know, like this boss energy. I thought that I was just like nonchalant and just living my boss lifestyle. But really, why don't I feel like that then? Why am I still so unfulfilled? Why aren't things working for me? Why do I feel unappreciated? Why do I feel like things aren't working out? Okay, so this person might want to talk to you about that. They might want to spill beans about that. Maybe they're having some sort of level up, some sort of maturity here, or they just want to acknowledge. They want to acknowledge that they haven't taken the time to invest anything. This is because they're definitely going through some sort of heartbreak situation. They've been blocked in some way, maybe by you or someone else, okay? And it's like, yeah. They don't know when the next time they're going to talk to you, the next time they're going to see you is, but they're feeling heartbroken over something. And I feel like they're in reflection, like, why does this keep happening? So this could be essential for their path moving forward. Okay, I'm going to see. I don't even know what to say for you on this part. I think I'm just going to see any actions that the universe is guiding them to take right now, and then advice for you in this connection, okay? Cancer energy there with the Chariot, and Aries energy with that Fool. What actions is this person being guided to take? I just saw the Two of Cups for a brief second. Ooh, and the Queen of Swords. Two of Cups, Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay. I'm going to say this. I feel like this sounds harsh, okay? But it's not. It's really not, okay? It's like this person's being guided to try to reconnect, okay? To try to put in effort. But I don't think that it's going to actually go anywhere, because I feel like the universe needs this person to actually be faced with boundaries, with a no. Maybe you've never really said no to this person. Maybe you've never said, actually, what are you going to do to participate, right? Because it's almost like this person wants your, if it's romantic, they want your affection. If it's a workplace, they want your loyalty to the company. They want you invested. They want you to basically make them feel better about the state of the matter, the state of issues at hand, okay? And it's because there is this like issue here, this ego issue about their ability to be in power, right? Looking at the Page of Pentacles as a very immature, feeling small energy, right? And so it's almost like, yeah, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, yeah, the Magician. It's almost like if this person's being guided to do this, if they are being guided to come forward and sort of like have you stroke their ego or make them feel like things are okay, it's because Spirit wants you or someone else to put them in their place reasonably. Have, reasonable boundaries, reasonable standards, know your worth. That's that type of energy. Like, no, I'm not going to... What do you mean you want me to tell you that everything's fine when, the company's been working 60 plus hours a week with shitty benefits and, like that sort of... Meanwhile, you've taken vacation after vacation, or you've bought car after car, and like, good for you, it's your company, that's great, but like, people notice this. Like, you want us to make you feel better. Why would I come back to that? Like, there needs to be an improvement in benefits. There needs to be an improvement in reciprocity here. Why would I want to come back and be in a partnership with someone who has a hard time even telling me good morning or good night? Like, if that's hard, then what are we going to do about like the big stuff? Like, what if you get sick or I get sick, or there's, responsibilities, or someone needs to be hospitalized, or, like the big life issues. What about children? What about family down the line? Like, I need someone who's not even put out by just the most minuscule of issues, and someone who can look long term and can think big, So I feel like there's this reality check that needs to happen with this person, so that they're not just ego stroked back into feeling like, I'm fine, okay? But let's see what cards want to come out. That was just on the bottom. What energy is this person or what actions is this person being guided to take? Hanged Man, the Ten of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Yeah. Right now, this person is being guided to actually figure out what their bliss actually looks like from a different perspective. Okay? This person's being guided to essentially wait rather than just, Eight of Wands is like rapid energy. So it's almost like this person just flees to the next thing that like gives them some sort of dopamine rush, like stop chasing dopamine rush, stop chasing instant gratification, like think about long term. Like, you're just only focusing on the way that you feel with the cups. Like, the cups is not the Ten of Pentacles. This is just the way that they feel. And then moving in a way that just chases a feeling, and Spirit's trying to get them to slow down and actually invest in a long-term energy here. Basically, this person, if they have been flighty, they're being cut off from that energy. They're being forced to slow down, okay? They're being forced to change. I mean, no one can be forced to do anything. Everyone has free will. But essentially, it's just like, maybe this person has always felt like they've had some sort of privilege on their side, to where maybe they're super charming, maybe they're very attractive, maybe they've always had, the ability to just relate to people that gets them attached to them. And maybe there's something going on that's basically put a halt to whatever distorted benefit has kept you and other people, other situations, sucked in that honey trap. Okay? Yeah, you're like, the universe is just like, no more pretending to be like this ideal energy when you're really someone fleeting and uninvested and just going whim from whim. Like, at some point the Knight has to evolve. Yeah, the Knight's ambition and the Knight's drive is an amazing thing when used healthily. In distorted energy, we all know what the Knight of Wands energy is, right? It's just in and out, hot and cold, fleeting attention, spastastic a little bit. Yeah, okay, let's see what Spirit wants you to, what advice Spirit has for you, or what knowledge nugget Spirit has for you regarding this part of this connection and this person. Okay, what information do you want Darling to be aware of regarding this person or the situation, Spirit? The Hierophant, the Two of Swords, Temperance, Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Indecision is a decision, okay? And I feel like this is something that Spirit wants you to use your wisdom and what you've gained in knowledge over time to see this. Someone's silence, no answer is an answer, indecision is a decision. And this whole point right now is meant for you to be healing, okay? Healing, Temperance, and the Four of Swords. The silence here is really important for you too. Because, yeah, I do feel like there's been this level of hope and possible codependency up until this point that you need to work through, okay? And I don't mean that as in you've been doing anything wrong. It's obviously something that we all navigate. Even this person, I feel like they have, maybe from what we can't understand, but I don't believe this person has necessarily been malicious, okay? And just like codependency is unhealthy and it's not good for this person, you know, that's not a good attachment. I do believe that you had good intentions too, okay? So Spirit wants you to see it for what it is and to recognize your worth, what you're worthy of, okay? What you're worthy of feeling, what kind of connection you're worthy of attaining. And giving yourself that and speaking that truth into you and believing it now, regardless of what anyone has shown you. Just because you're not someone's cup of tea that you so desperately desire to, you know, or that you were dedicated to and committed to with that Hierophant as well, doesn't mean that you're not absolutely like 10 out of 10 on the chart, okay? So Spirit wants you to disconnect your worthiness from how this person has been because it's been a reflection of their own issues. This person's behavior is a reflection of their issues, not your worth as a whole. And ultimately, once you do that and you say, you know what? Even whenever I'm rejected, even whenever, you know, I'm breadcrumbed, I'm still worthy of love. And the first person, you can be upset at other people for showing up in this energy and hold resentment and hold grudges. But ultimately, if you find yourself vying for the affection and the closure from people like that, it's because you're not giving yourself that recognition first. This closure from this situation, closure from this person will come whenever you say, that had nothing to do with me. That person's issues, that person's behavior, the way they treated me had nothing to do with me. Truly. Their behavior is their own. Why do I still want that? Why do I still desire that? I feel like you haven't been desiring that though. I feel like it was a long cycle that maybe you did. Again, I feel like you ignored a lot of red flags, trying to hold out and keep the peace with this person. That person didn't make you do that. And I say that with so much compassion and understanding of that exact energy. But no one made you be a martyr to this person or this relationship. You don't have to do that. And you aren't deserving. That's not the kind of connection that you deserve. So you can look forward and be like, okay, I didn't deserve that. I won't do that to myself again. I'm worthy of the real deal. I love myself enough to see that. And I love myself enough to not talk so negatively to myself about why I wasn't chosen or why I wasn't prioritized or why I wasn't good enough or why this person could be entertained and, you know, satisfied by any other thing, you know, why they never stuck around for me. I could get hung up on that and I could repeat. Basically, I'm the only one telling myself negative things about myself in that moment. And I can stop that at any point. You can. You're worthy all the time. You're worthy whenever you feel like you're a mess. You're worthy all the time. And I don't want you to just like tell yourself that whenever you're dressed up. I don't want you to tell yourself that when you're dressed up, when you feel empowered, when you feel like you don't need anyone, like you're independent. I want you to tell yourself that you're worthy even whenever you have a list. You have a list of demands, okay, with the 10 of Wands. Even when you feel like you're being a burden, when your needs are a burden, when your desires are a burden, because that's just a story that you're telling. You need to say, no, I'm worthy of feeling secure about that. I'm worthy of that sort of treatment. It's not asking too much. I'm worth the time, energy, and investment. Oh my gosh, I'm allowed to be happy. I'm allowed to prioritize my happiness too. You sort of need to take a little bit of notes from this person's self-serving book, and you need to apply it to yourself and just say, why do I feel like I'm not allowed to get anything I want and be happy? Why do I feel like I have to settle for shitty partners or shitty jobs or whatever? Like, why do I feel like that's what I deserve? I don't deserve that. Are you kidding me? I deserve to feel content. I deserve to feel satisfied. I deserve to honor myself in that way first that says, I'm not happy. This isn't fulfilling me. I don't feel very appreciated here. So you know how I'm going to feel appreciated is I'm going to say, if I'm not appreciated, I'm removed from the equation. No one gets access to me who doesn't appreciate me. No one gets access to me who takes my patience and my understanding for granted. My love is unconditional. A relationship to me is not unconditional. And that doesn't mean that the two can coincide. I can love this person unconditionally. I can wish them well. I can hope that they heal. I can hope that they improve. But they don't get access to me while actively disrespecting me. Absolutely not. That's disrespecting myself first. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. When you settle for that and you tolerate the red flags and you overlook them, you are disrespecting yourself before that person ever does. You can get mad at that person, but you're the one doing it first. So don't disrespect yourself. Don't disrespect yourself. A relationship to you is not unconditional. Period. Okay. Sorry. My Aries came out. I love you. I want you safe. I want you self-focused in a good way that allows yourself to actually receive what you're worthy of and not settle for what you're not worthy of. That's what I want for you. Okay? You deserve that. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope that this reading resonated for you. Kind of. I hope that it was what you needed to hear, that it gave you the confidence to have your own desires and to not feel bad about them, okay? Tomorrow's What's Good Wednesday. We're going to see what good things are coming in for you. I'm excited. Let's get to it, okay? I hope that you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful rest of the week, or a fantastic life. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta.